in the India and all the global diaspora. So how do you encourage this? Because you have taken initiative also with the Tigresses. This is a really great thing to all. What do you feel is the empowering women in the football diaspora?
Okay, women always find a mention in anything that I said ever, because I believe that as a country or even as a society, if you are not leveraging 50% of your strength.
This is a really great thing to all. What do you feel is the empowering women in the football diaspora?
Okay, women always find a mention in anything that I said ever, because I believe that as a country or even as a society, which according to me is a stronger half. And we are not, if you are not leveraging that, we would never prosper, we would never reach our dream, never reach our destiny, which I think as a country we've taken cognizance of the fact, and in all aspects of our life that we are making. And if you talk about football, that showcases that the Indian football women team ranks far higher than the men's team. And so therefore, sports is an expression of empowerment. And even if the men's team can't play the World Cup football, if the women's team can play, that will be of greater pride for me.
Wow, huge round of applause for that. How about the Indian women football team playing the World Cup before the men's football team? What a dream, Barun, that would be. But tell us, I wanted to get back to you on football. You've been playing football since school, college. If somebody looks at you like you're the MD and CEO of India's largest network. So you've been with that football in your hand for a very long time. And all the way, after helming the largest network, you organized the Corporate Cup as well. So this is the TV9 Corporate Cup as well. So it is a deep relationship you have with football, isn't it, Barun?
Yes. Football, according to me, if you ask me to choose a game which is king of all games, it'll definitely be football. I don't think that any other games matches up to the level of football in terms of skills, stamina, endurance, sportsmanship. So it's a game of games. And yes, Corporate Cup we started last year. Corporate Cup, why we started that? While it is an effort from all corners of the country, from all aspects of the decision-making hierarchies, to focus on football, corporate is one important unit where if you can involve them, our cause would be accelerated. So therefore we started this Corporate Cup last year, and I think that this year we would be making it bigger.
Clearly, your relationship with football is so much that it's not just about organizing Corporate Cup. It's about interviewing people as well, isn't it? I mean, in your fantastic show called Duologue, you had the chance, or rather, Mr. Oliver Kahn had the chance to have a conversation with you, and you had a chance to have a conversation with him. So, boys and girls, first let's take a look at Mr. Barun Das in conversation with Mr. Oliver Kahn, the legendary footballer, on Duologue. Take a look.
The football is mother of all games. It is a team sport. The leadership attitude is taking the ownership.
It's always a big responsibility to take decisions and the right decisions.
I always question the stereotypical.
And that's why you are in that position.
Applause for Oliver Kahn from Deutschland. That's right, Mr. Oliver Kahn. Huge round of applause for Oliver Kahn from Deutschland. Man who leads the football team. Barun, that must have been fascinating. Strategist as a man who leads a football team, strategist as a man who leads the largest network in India. What was that like?
It was brilliant talking to him, and I made a confession on the set that while I usually talk to legends or legends in the making, but for once I felt overwhelmed when I met Mr. Oliver Kahn, because we grew up watching him saving the goals. I remember this World Cup finals while he lost, despite winning the golden ball. The only goalkeeper who's won the golden ball ever in World Cup history. So it was unmatched. I mean, I get goosebumps when I think about talking to him.
Oliver Presley, I just add on this thing when after the Oliver conversation with the duologue, Oliver Presley told to me, Kaushik, I met a person and never met this kind of intelligent and such a person like me. I am talking to another Oliver Khan in India.
Interview that you think, you know what, good point you make there, Kaushik, because this did not end up being the kind of interview that you think. Mr. Oliver Khan had questions for Mr. Barun Das back in the middle of the conversation. Can we take a look at what Mr. Oliver Khan had to ask Mr. Barun Das?
A lot of similarities. Between Barun Das. There are